So you can only just imagine what that must have done to the way they were in their lives. And Pete...
And I can't do this short, I'm afraid. I can't do this in sound bites.
And not use any gadgets or little sample.
Thanks for watching.
Anything like that, which I didn't want to use any of that. I just wanted to make it all played by hand. Ding-a-ding.
I like turtles.
Here's how to order. Meow, 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 meow.
You got any gum?
Flat Earth. When the world became unfurled.
Try not to ever slip into an alpha state, because then they could force feed you stuff. These things. Think about how simple mind control really is, and how true and real it is.
I like turtles.
Are there people in the Republican Party who think we're sucking the blood out of kids?
I'm not sure. Are there people in the Democratic Party who want to...
Mr. President, speak up.
The world is flat. They're flat. What is it? They yell at each other all the time.
Nah.
And if I were in conversation with that person, I hope I would say, the world is flat. They're flat. What's to the top part? But underneath, what can change me for the better? I should always look to be changed for the better. Each other all the time.
Nah.
You want to say agitated? I can be aggravated, infuriated, frustrated, vexated, and irritated.
The world is flat.
That's not the sale price. It's supposed to be $249.
Terrific. Look, I got a lot of people here.
And are you taking these precautions? These are warnings offered by scientists for our own good. And it seems to me if we all freak out, right, live in a life lived in fear is a life lived. So maybe the coronavirus will just blow on by. And then we kicked its ass. So you don't want to, I'm just...
I hope we win. Okay.
Yeah.
Show me a real picture. Show me a real picture.
Listen, NASA does not have one of those satellites.
Fake.
Why does it look fake?
It looks like something you'd see in a movie.
That's because when they do it in a movie, they try to make it look like this, which is what looks real. Why would it be fake?
Propaganda. There's no photo of the round Earth from space.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's all fake.
No, why do you say they're fake, though? What
they
evidence?
look fake. They look CGI.
But you're not an expert in imagery.
Where did you get this information?
Jamie.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd I get what?
This information. Where is this coming from?
This is coming off the internet.
Exactly. So you're reading some information. I'm reading some information off journalists. You didn't go to the library.
Slow down.
It's on Wikipedia.
Just slow down.
Eddie, stop doing
There's sources here. There's a book called The American Journal of Science. I'm sure that a lot of people respect
which is
that.
bought and paid for.
Well, maybe.
Why would anybody be paying money for people to lie about the world spinning? That's how you see the sun. We spin around. That's why it makes
explain
eclipses.
this to me.
That's why That's why you can track time zones. That's why you can put a piece of stick in the ground.
You're saying all the correct shit.
It acts as a sundial.
I used to say the same
Eddie,
stuff.
you're talking about the Earth being flat. Thousands of scientists have
thing.
looked into it. You think they're all wrong? That's so insane.
You haven't looked into it.
I have. How could I not have? You don't think I have? Eddie, there's websites dedicated to debunking it. There's so many people working on these things, Eddie. The idea that they're all in on some sort of a giant global lie is insane.
People think the Earth is flat again.
Talk about the flat Earth and sometimes, but when I read the Bible, it makes a lot of sense to me. You know what I mean? We all know gravity's just a theory. Evolution's a theory. You know, we know Einstein was a weirdo.
Listen, man, okay? If you're a flat earther, it's about the flat earthers. Anyone who is a flat earther, in the 1980s when I was growing up, people talked about the Bible teaching a flat earth. But in reality,
flat earth.
A flat earth, it's always cosmologically and scientifically correct, called fake Christians claiming that the Bible teaches a flat earth. On YouTube, you know, you just get all these comments from flat earthers. And so flat earthers out there, so I lost less than 1% of my subscribers. So like 99% plus of my subscribers were real. But Tyler Doka, the flat earther, on that same day, he lost like a third of his subscribers. Raise you right. That's why you're a flat earther.
People think the earth is flat again.
The geocentricity people, flat earthers, if you call in, but geocentric callers are welcome because you can actually reason with the geocentricity people. But you know what? I'll say that about the flat earthers. So geocentric is welcome to call in. Flat earthers, but you know what? Flat earth.
We're talking about relativity and we're talking about relativity and we're talking about relativity. We're talking about relativity. We're talking about relativity and actual. We're talking about relativity and
but you know what?
Attended something called the Flat Earth. It's the Earth is flat, whether it's OJ didn't really do it, whether it's we didn't land on the moon. Flat Earth, it's the Earth is flat, whether it's OJ didn't really do it. It's the Earth is flat, whether it's we didn't land on the moon, whether it's we didn't land on the moon. It's the Earth is flat.
If I say that the world is round and someone else says it's flat,
let me just underscore, you don't need to be a scientist to know that the Earth is round.
in other breaking news, the world is round, not flat.
But I don't have much patience for anyone who denies that this challenge is real. We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society. Current members of the Flat Earth Society in Congress, they must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society. They would not have believed that the world was round.
We got some people at high levels of aspiration who are the Flat Earth. We have Flat Earth Caucus.
How do we know the Earth is not flat?
What? Oh, Henry boy, the pipes are calling.
The atmosphere looks incredibly flat, fragile. Flat, fragile.
I'm telling you, gravity really is the curvature of space and time. Can't do anything else but do that.
This is the big one. 400 millimeters with many pieces of glass so we can focus on what's going on in the world. 3 important things when you take a picture from space: focus, frame, and flat.
created this model of my mind. Yes, using that model.
Two politicians are arguing about whether science is true. It means nothing gets done. Nothing.
Nothing.
It's the beginning of the end of an informed democracy. It may be the beginning of the end of our informed democracy.
So fast, so fast. Huh, what happens when we sneeze in space? Well, let's try. So fast, pretty fast. So fast, so fast. Pretty fast. So fast, so fast. So fast, so fast. Pretty fast.
And it's called The Earth is Flat, and That's Alright.
One more time with feeling.
kind of foolish. You know it's just your foolish pride.
Donk, 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 donk.
Now you know the earth is flat, the curvature is missing. Now you know it's not me, it's all you. That's the question, it's all you. What do you find to be true?
Next guest. Next month. Ladies and gentlemen.
My next guest. Ridiculous rumor. The moon landing was not faked. See, everybody, there is no...
I wouldn't say that, but I was the first person to pee in his pants.
These Masons love...
I think there were three of us. Three of us. A lot of people. Love.
And you have to kind of swim on top of that. It's a very strange kind of new gravity.
stuff in this other world as well.
So I did that on the tracking. And on an overdub, as soon as we got a track, I did the...
Wow.
So that's when you hear some little flamming in there, it's because there are two parts, but it's not a doubled part.
Yeah.
It's one part is the lower part, one part is the upper part.
So do you think that was deliberate, or that just kind of was the...
They had that in their mind. There was no negotiating about it, or they weren't in doubt about what they wanted to do. They knew they wanted to do that. So I haven't checked the panning on the original to see whether they...
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight's presentation.
You know, of course I was going to say that, but...
Poor baby.
Yeah, she's really, really committed to that. It's really sad.
No, I'm not a poor baby. I'm more reptilian, cold-blooded, and go in to win the election.
We're going to take a short break. I want to talk to you more about President Biden and some other things.
Thank you.
Harris.
I'm incredible. I'll knock you off your pedestal and drop you off at the medical. Methamphetamines, ketamines, and sedatives. Fires it out of my mind, and my rhymes are still better than veteran competitors. Clever with them predicates. Never slur my speech, only speaks with proper etiquette. I won't put a mask on, I can't be silenced. You pussycats pushing me to fly today violence. Go and ask my mom, yo, she can't deny it. As a matter of fact, she's the reason I get to screaming and standing up for what is right. It's just a matter of time before one of these guys gets pushing me when I'm just right before all eyes. It's no surprise bank robbers are robbing your vault, cause when they don't wear a mask, you call them the cops. Bottoms up, what I call y'all who just swallow the shot. All in the dark off a cliff, you just follow the mark. One small step for man at Hollywood Park, one giant leap for mankind. Tomorrow it's hard, waiting on the shining Apollo movie to start. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment in space-time you've all been waiting for. The intermission. My brain, now I'm just a victim of this invisible strain. Give me symptoms. My physician explained. In my position, all the intense and physical pain would inhibit me as much as an individual can't be inhibited and become limited liability. Yo, give me the mic. The silence is killing me. Scientists and Zionists are still writing in filigree. I believe my boy Glatt Flobe will agree. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our show. Round and flat he flows. How shall his next performance go? No one knows, not even Stephen Hawkins, that is. Ha ha!
Halfway between an actual race and ho-hum. I think it's a healthy competition. But it's not just the U.S. and China. India has sent a probe around the moon. Japan has sent one there. The Russians have sent their own unmanned.
People shouldn't underestimate.
See? Right here. Netherlands. Right next to Belgium.
That's what I've got. So where the hell is Holland?
I don't know.
Well, it's got to be someplace. Unless they're making it up.
Well, who would gain from that? Why don't we just ask someone?
We are not asking. We are going to figure this out.
Maybe it's sunk. Maybe it's like Atlantis. Boy, living underwater, that's the life, huh?
All right, could we just stay focused for once? Can we? We never focus on anything for more than 5 seconds. That's our problem.
Oh, that's our problem? We're sitting here with a globe and an atlas in a coffee shop, looking for a country that may have sunk. And this is our one problem.
You're right. Let's move on.
Oh, forget it.
Heard of a van that's loaded with weapons, packed up and ready to go. Heard of some great sights up on a highway, a place where nobody knows. The sound of gunfire off in the distance, I'm getting used to it now. Lived in a brownstone, I lived in a ghetto, I've lived all over this town. This ain't no party, this ain't no disco, this ain't no fooling around. This ain't no monk club or CBGB, I ain't got time for that now. Transmit the message to the receiver, hope on answer someday. I got 3 passports, a couple of visas, you don't even know my real name. High on a hillside, the trucks are loading, everything's ready to roll. Sleep in the daytime and I work in the nighttime, I might not ever get home. This ain't no party, this ain't no disco, this ain't no fooling around. I love to hold you, I love to kiss you, but I ain't got time for that now. Trouble in transit, got through the roadblock, we blended in with the crowd. We got computers, we're tapping phone lines, I know that ain't allowed. I make me shiver, I make them tender, I make a pretty good team. Don't get exhausted, I'll do some driving, you're gonna get you some sleep. We dress like students, we dress like housewives, we wear a suit and a tie. I don't know what I look like. Burn all my notebooks, what good are notebooks? They won't help me survive. My chest is aching and it burns like the burning. The burning keeps me alive.
Smoother than a velvet tongue likens to the lips of some elitist psychopath that's trying to take your shit. He makes your kids believe in falsities while getting praised as God. Welcome to America, land based on a Masonic fraud. Watch him applaud like Jerry Springer for an innocent's death. Now multiply by 1,000,000 and this country's all that's left. Spreading meth around the world through biker gangs and the feds. Not a war on on drugs, a war on us, that's what it is instead. The dead and dying lying in hospital beds every day, and medical malpractice kills more than cigarettes anyway. Any day that we change it, there'll be conformists aplenty, acting like the chains we just shrugged off were really tempting entry to a higher echelon of social insanity, reserved for nerds doomed to consume the mental depravity. I had to see the darkness that was right outside the door, and now I've steeled myself, no fearing dead anymore. All the rappers who act, the whole robotic, masonic, hypnotic propaganda's a trap. So many people buying the lies rather than dealing with facts, because if they were, they'd be given the TSA and answer the acts. I'd rather yo ass be reading than even bumping this track. The rays gives heliocentrism a smack. Even your own perspective will prove the earth's flat. Imagine that. Never trapped again by the same circle of logic. Globular prophets, masonic hobbits, or a food that is toxic. Fiber optic cable stretching all over the world, but you still believe satellites are real. My lip curls in a sneer, the veneer of honesty on a throne of lies, while trap rappers acting like they're willing to kill or die. Why lie when most people know it's all a facade? Still so many choosing illusions over the truth and inside. Need no apply, Santa Claus and Mickey Mouse religion. A bunch of shallow materialists feeding the system, filling up the hearts of men with nothing but grief, because the greatest form of control is blind faith-based belief. Speak the truth, dude, or truly speak not at all. You're not in the Milky Way, your ass is not on a spinning ball. Calling it as it is doesn't make me pessimistic, not that most of the population would even know the definition. Robotic, masonic, hypnotic propaganda's a trap. So many people buying the lies rather than dealing with facts, cause if they were, they'd be given the TSA and answer the acts. I'd rather yo ass be reading than even bumping this track. Crepuscular rays gives heliocentrism a smack. Even your own perspective proves the earth's flat. Imagine that.
Imagine that. Dubé steps on your track, takes your chill vibe, breaks its spine, cracks his neck, kills your last verse. Still thinking you live on a ball that is wobbling, tilting and spinning through space many miles per second, cause Freemason said so, and so you believe it and couldn't conceive that you might be deceived by the very same people that gave you your preach. So you're probably not feeling this cognitive dissonance, triggering Christians and lawless believers, bitch.
Fuck the fake personas of all the rappers who act. The whole robotic, masonic, hypnotic propaganda's a trap. So many people buying the lies rather than dealing with facts, cause if they were, they'd be given the TSA and answer the acts. I'd rather yo ass be reading than even bumping this track. I'm so hated by the chosen, call me Yasser Arafat. Crepuscular rays gives heliocentrism a smack. Even your own perspective proves the earth's flat. Imagine that.
Sometime. Yeah, there is. And of course, the question is there a space race? I think it's halfway between an actual race and oh ho hum. I think it's a healthy competition. But it's not just the U.S. and China. India has sent a probe around the moon. Japan has sent one there. The Russians have sent their own unmanned missions, and they're thinking of going back. There's a commercial mission that Israel's going to be launching that'll land on the moon. So and of course Elon Musk is going to send a whole bunch of tourists around the moon in a couple of years. So it's sort of like that song back in the '60s. Everyone's going on to the moon. That's actually happening as we speak.
Well, we better talk to you while we can before you go off on Elon's little mission. Keith, great to see you.
Everybody gets to go to the moon. Yeah, everybody's going to the moon. Get on it now.
Everybody knows the moon's made of cheese.
Moon in the 1960s and 70s, we'd have been back by now. Therefore, we've never been to the moon. Well, no, we have been to the moon, and there's a reason why we haven't been back.
Everyone's gone to the moon.
61. Men like Werner von Braun, but also the US Air Force and the US Army. All of these institutions had ideas on how to go to the moon, and really just the presidential support for the fastest way possible that led to Apollo. So Apollo
Everybody gets to go to the moon, yeah.
was really the quick and dirty way to meet a national goal to show that the United States was stronger than an enemy.
Space, rockets, and all that.
Wow! Going to the moon.
Talk to us from the Sea of Tranquility. It inspires us to redouble our efforts to bring peace and tranquility to Earth.
Bang zoom.
No one ever talks about flat Earth.
One of the new Australians.
Never wet. Hands full of money. All in debt. Sun coming out in the middle of June. Everyone's gone to the moon.
All the people on this earth are truly one. One in their pride in what you have done, and one in our prayers that you will return safely to Earth.
Honor for us to be able to participate here today.
25, the brain.
Now you're embarrassing yourself with that theory. Wait, what's the theory? Oh man. Oh man.
Gee, I've never had so many clues.
Of course it's serious.
There's a monolith there, a very unusual structure on this little potato-shaped object that goes around Mars once in 7 hours. When people find out about that, they're going to say, who put that there? Who put that there?
Over my window, they'd written my name. Said, so long, we'll see you again.
He's one slippery character. They lost Ballard's trail at the edge of the lake.
Army. But they have learned this to you, that we have reached the point we are in the
message on Mount Rubidoux, the words Google Flat Earth were found carved into the riverside hill in letters that were 10 feet long. Police talked to the person who did it. He's not facing charges yet. Crews reseeded the area so that grass will grow and cover it all up. One possible explanation of the message, some still believe the world is flat, not round, and post about it online. It's called the Flat Earth Conspiracy Theory, but police are not saying whether that's what the hillside message is all about.
Tampa about the bubbles in space coming up from the helmets. Yeah, you guys are in an underwater pool.
From space, and it's clearly flat and round. The other question I would have for people that think the Earth is flat.
This is Christopher Columbus and goes for a flat world.
I know, but really, you're such a dreamer. You'll go out there and you'll sail right off the edge of the world.
Oh, bravo! Hey, was that moving? Was that a great bet? Have your permission to sail? Have you had your shot?
Well, unself-hate. Wonder why I was even made with a dreadful fate. Forced to try and awake with a full plate. No one to help me stay awake or educate. I've had to liberate and fight through hidden gates. But my brother, heaven could never be late. And rockets don't work in space. It's all fake. The show is on Mars. It's a joke, but you're too far gone. It won't be long. Fepe's beak is strong. We have our song and we march along like streams of knowledge leading to God's holy pond and lives of truth that hits the bong and sings the song, turns mankind from the wrong. We come in peace with a holy gown and all of us wearing our holy crowns. Said the earth is flat and we probably just won't get along. Just to go along. Welcome to the show. If you don't know,
took to the moon.
Astronauts to the moon.
The pro shop called. Your new putter has arrived.
The President of the United States and the new Congress will depart from the Flat Earth Society attitudes on science of the Bush administration. That isn't that I'm not respectful of the views of some on the subject. It's a new idea to some, and we have to make the case that. Well, I know, my views have followed this issue for years, and I'm disappointed that the administration has taken the point of view that they.
How do we take science and how do we make sure that that stays relevant and expanding?
So what we need is a reality show where you get someone who's in denial of science, then overnight you take everything out of their life that is science-enabled. Okay? Where's my cell phone? Sorry, that uses GPS satellites. It's a space program. And I think Earth is flat. Okay, so you don't get to fly in an airplane because you might fly off the edge of the Earth. But you have to put a limit to that because there's a level at which you can take away science where they would just be dead. They would have died in childbirth.
We really should wait for Tony, sir. He should be here any minute. Major Nelson has exactly 3 minutes. If he isn't here, we'll start the procedures without him. Yes, sir. Couldn't we delay a little while, Doctor? 2 minutes, Major Healy. Doctor?
Morning, Master.
Jeannie, you let me oversleep. I told you we were going to have a drive around a space shop today.
Well, I woke one time, but I dreamed that we were married, and I could not resist going back for the honeymoon. No.
Yes, now.
Oh, very well.
Major, we're going to stop. Doc Bellows. Would you like some breakfast, sir? Control, signing off. Yeah, perfect. Hi, Johnny. Oh, there you go. Take him down. Oh, hello, Doctor. How to go your end? An unqualified success, Major Nelson. Your protege is green for gold for the real thing tomorrow. I'm certain Sam appreciates your contribution. Well, I didn't join the astronaut program to become a radio announcer, sir. I was kind of hoping NASA would put me in the driver's seat. Well, I was Tony. We're the senior astronauts on this project, and guess who gets to make the first shot? Sam, and it isn't fair. Now, don't be bitter, gentlemen. If you really want to first crack at this mission, why, you should have been more selective in choosing your parents. It's all a matter of heredity. Well done, Sam. All right, Sam, press the green. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Something wrong with this. I'm checking. I'm going to have to get a technician to take a look at this panel. Hurry up, will you, Tony? Everybody else has gone for lunch.
Master! Oh, thank heaven. Oh, for a minute I thought...
What are you doing? I told you never to come to NASA, never.
Oh, wait, it's important, Master. You said I could come up with an emergency.
Well, what happened? What's the matter? What happened?
I got lonely.
You got lonely? You got lonely?
Why are we not going to a movie this afternoon?
Because Roger and I have a lot of work to do. Now get out of here. I mean it. Right now. Hey, look what Sam's doing. Oh, Sam, please, now don't touch any buttons until I give you the orders, huh? Red for red and green. Okay, don't worry. He'll be all right when the time comes. Yeah, but what good is it? He can't make any decisions. We might as well have a robot up there.
Oh, my lunch. I know a wonderful restaurant along the banks of the Nile.
Well, I'm start. We've got work to do. Lots of work to do. Major Nelson, how's it, Doctor?
Inshallah, Cindy.
Who is that? The white one. Come along, Sam. We have a lot of work to do.
That's not brilliant, Master. You did not suspect a thing.
No, you probably just thought you were one of the regular run-of-the-mill NASA Arabs. Goodbye, Jeannie.
No lunch?
No lunch. Yeah, Dr. Bellows is expecting too much out of us. What do you mean? Well, even if Sam does his job properly, we're going to get limited information. What Order 5 needs up there is a man. Well, let's stop dreaming and get back to work. We don't have a man. We got a monkey.
Master?
Jeannie, please.
Where shall I go?
Where does any woman go? Spend a day at the beauty parlor.
Very well, Master.
Jeannie.
Yes, Master. Please. Goodbye, Master.
You've done very well this morning, Sam. Here's a reward for you. Now, Sam, the next test we're going to... Sam! Look, that wiring's loose. I think we better get an electrician in here. Give me a screwdriver, will you? Hi. Oh, hi. That was fast. There's something wrong with the signal switch. Would you take a look at it, please? Sure. Come out, wherever you are. Here's a nice banana boat. You've got to be in this room somewhere. Yeah, you're around here, aren't you? Where are you from? Cameroon, Equatorial West Africa. That's where I was born and raised as a kid. No kidding. Yeah. And then my whole family got captured.
Sam is irreplaceable. You are not. I want you to find that chimp.
Oh, I will, General, I will. And I think I know just where to look. I said to myself, if I were a chimpanzee, where would I go?
And what did you decide?
I go to where Major Nelson is.
Major Nelson.
Yes, sir. My theory is that Sam has gone in search of his mother's substitute.
And Johnny Nelson is Sam's mother's substitute?
That's right, General. After all, Major Nelson has worked very closely with Sam. Sam's animal instincts told him that he was being placed in jeopardy, and he felt an overwhelming need for the warmth and comfort of the maternal bosom. How does that sound to you, sir?
It sounds to me as though you've been seeing too many jungle pictures. Find Sam.
Is that going to take you long? Sam. Sam, you wouldn't like another electrician to help you, would you?
I'm no electrician. I'm a scientist.
A scientist, huh?
Yeah. It's a beautiful success story. I'm the first scientist in our family. One of my brothers made it big in show business. Maybe you saw him on the Jerry Lewis show.
No, I don't think I caught it. You're going to be able to put that back together, aren't you? Excuse me, please. Hello, Major Nelson here. Oh, hello, Dr. Fellows. You say Sam escaped? You think he's on his way over here? Why? Mother what? Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Of course, we'll keep our eyes open for him. Right. Hey, Dr. Fellows is on his way over here. He thinks Sam is coming.
Don't let him get me. I want to stay here with you. Did you get off, huh? I want to go back in the cage.
Get off. Nobody's going to put you back in a cage. What's the matter with you, Sam? Sam, that's Sam. No, it's Sam.
Sam, it can't be Sam.
Yes, it can be. Jeannie.
Jeannie! Why did he do anything like that? Why did she do anything? Jeannie! Don't let him take me. He treated me like a monkey.
But Sam, you are a monkey.
Who are you calling a monkey?
Sam, I'm sorry about this, but you're just going to have to become a chimpanzee again.
You want to be a chimpanzee? Be a chimpanzee. I'm staying a man.
Sam, this whole thing is a mistake. You see, a friend of mine, I have this...
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can I help you? Oh, I hope so. My master sent me. Well, what exactly can we do for you? Well, I'm not sure. I've never been to a beauty parlor before. You've never? Just 1 minute. I'll get Mr. Sidney, okay?
Good afternoon. I understand you've never been in a beauty salon before.
That is right.
What would you like?
Oh, what do you have?
I'm glad you asked. Get ready for one super deluxe. Right this way, please. Sam, now, what I've been trying to say is that, according to Darwin, it's going to be several thousand years before you reach our level of development. Sam, you'd be much happier as a chimp.
Oh, yeah? Have you ever seen a chimp driving around in a convertible with a blonde? I've got a mate you wouldn't believe. Big, hairy. He's coming. Hey, smell. Smell who? Hey, wait, don't go up there. Don't go up there. Any sign, Sam? Oh, yeah. No, nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about, sir. Well, I have a general alarm out, and I've got the big sealed off. Oh, he won't get away. After all, how far can a chimpanzee get before someone sees him? Yes, well, I think I can guarantee he'll be up in that castle tomorrow. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, Sam. We know that, Major. That's why I put out a general alarm. You better pull yourself together. Yes. You have a lovely complexion. It's hard to believe you've never been in a beauty salon.
Well, I used to go to the Roman baths a lot.
The Roman baths?
Yes, Nero's wife and I used to go every Saturday morning before the chariot races. Oh, I hope my master likes the way I look.
Oh, I'm sure he will. There we go.
Oh, this is a beauty parlor.
Sam? Oh, Sam. Sam? Sam?
What are we going to do, Tony? I'm afraid he's gotten away. Oh, how could he have gotten away? There's nowhere to go. There's guards all over the place. Yeah. I know. Well, use psychology. Think like a chimp. No, I'm serious. Now, if you were a chimpanzee and you wanted to hide, where would you go? I don't know. The first place I'd go is up a tree. Now, come on now, Sam. Nobody's going to hurt you.
I'm staying here till that missile goes up.
How'd you like a nice banana? Or some peanuts. I'll get you a big bag of peanuts. What do you say? Dr. Nelson, yes. Would you mind telling me what you're doing? I was speaking to the gardener, sir. He's pruning the trees. Well, I suggest that you get on with your search for Sam. That's what I was doing, sir. I thought perhaps the gardener had seen him. Have you? Simple yes or no would have been sufficient. But these days, it's impossible. Now what? Even if we get down to that tree, how are we going to turn back into a chimpanzee again?
Yeah.
Quiet. Jeannie, what? Jeannie, I'll change him back. That's the answer. Would you? Jeannie isn't here. But she will be. Whenever I'm in trouble, I just concentrate on her and she comes to me. Now I gotta concentrate. Jeannie. Would you like some coffee?
I cannot hear you.
Would you like some coffee?
Oh, yes, I would.
Jeannie, guys know you grudge.
You mean your friend's not going to change me back again?
Yeah, that's right. Let's go.
Wait, hey, wait for me.
Do you hear something?
No.
I thought I heard someone calling my name. May I use your phone?
Yes, there's one in the other room. I'll get it.
Please, my father.
The first thing I'm going to do is move in with you. I'm a lot of laughs once you get to know me. I'll never really be swinging.
The end of the news.
Huh?
You know what the space program, would you?
Huh? For me? I'm all ready to go up. All you have to do is call Dr. Fellows and tell him who I am.
I've got you there.
Hey, what do you say we all go to a nightclub? Someplace where they got a lot of swinging chicks. That's probably Dr. Fellows. Give him my love.
Hello, Major Nelson here.
Hello, Master.
Oh, hello. Hello, Major.
Major? This is Jeannie, Master.
Yes, I know. You know that package you changed for me?
Package? Oh, you must mean Sam. I knew that would make you happy, Master.
Well, happy's not really the word for it. Yeah, I'd like you to take it back.
Oh, but I thought...
Jeannie, I'd like you to take it back right now.
If that is what you wish. Oh.
Hello? I think we'll get this place back together again. What'd you say?
Sam, hey, Jeannie's turning back again.
Oh, you're not going to do any night clubbing after all. You're going up in space tomorrow.
Now, if I can help it. Hey, on him it looks good. See you later. Tony? Is that you, Tony? Don't worry about a thing. I'm going to take you out here. We got a Sam! Here, you found Sam. Oh, that's not Sam, sir. Then who is it? Who's that? Oh, that's Ernie. It's his cousin. Hang around at the zoo. And now, don't be ridiculous, Major Healy. There's only one chimpanzee around here. Besides, I know Sam when I see him. Here you are. Come along, Sam. Oh, wait. You can't let Sam wait. Why not? Oh, it's just a baby. Oh, Major Healy, Sam has been trained for this mission. Where's Major Nelson? I think he's at the end of his rope. Certainly, as soon as you find him. This mission is going up on schedule. Sir? Oh. Genie. There. That looks truly elegant.
No. Thank you very much, but I think I like it better the other way. There. He's laughing discipline.
Yes, General Whiston, that's right. Sam is right here in my office, and he's in fine shape for his little trip into space. Oh, don't worry, sir. I intend to keep Sam here right with me every second until blast off. Thank you, General. That's very kind of you. Well, it was just a question of understanding animal psychology. Yes, the animal mind is so different. Dr. Bell, are you there? General Whiston, I've just discovered the missing link. Oh, excuse me. I'll see you later, honey. I got to visit a sick friend. Well, how you doing, buddy boy? I know just how you feel. I'm up to here with them bananas myself. Hey, you know this evolution you were telling me about? I kind of like it.
Master, I'm home. Oh, Major Healy. Where's Major Nelson?
You're asking me where Major Nelson is? He's a monkey, that's where he is.
I don't understand.
Yeah, well, you've been cockeyed and turned into a chimpanzee.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Wait for me. Wait. I told you out, buddy boy. But I have to stay tonight with a brunette. This is life. I'm taking her up to our place for a drink. Good luck, Tony. Oh, hi. How's tricks?
I will show you.
Oh, Jeannie.
Oh, Master, you're not angry with me?
Angry with you? You're the most beautiful person I've ever seen. You're the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. Where have you been?
Well, I went to the beauty parlor where you sent me. Why did you not call me?
Why didn't I call you? Excuse me. I'm afraid you're not going to be able to keep that date tonight. You're not really dressed for it, you know. Sam, you may not believe this, but I envy you. I really do. You're going to go up there and have a wonderful trip. We're going to get you down safely. Oh, boy. Roger, he's going to be going crazy. Roger.
Here you are, love bug. Good one.
This is the most miraculous thing I've ever seen. Oh. If this is a joke, the trend I'm telling you, I saw him write that with my own eyes. I'll go down in history. You write something? Yes, sir. Well, Sam, this is General Whiston. He would like to see you write something. Now, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. You really believe this? Oh, you'll see it for yourself, General. Now, here we are. The Gettysburg Address, written by a monkey. You almost had it right, Doctor. It was dictated by a monkey. Where did I go wrong? This control's over 5. Control over 5. Can you hear me, Sam? Good. You're doing fine. Just relax. I want you to press the green button, Sam. The green button on the paddleboard. I knew he could. All right, you're doing great. Now, Sam, I want you to press the red button. Yeah. Excellent. All right, now, Sam, you're just doing fine. I want you to press the red and the green button at the same time. Red and green, Sam. Green and red, Sam. Red and green? I can hear you. I've only got 2 hands, you know. You, red, you, that. You know the trouble with human beings. You're never satisfied.
There are just some things in this world you don't want to watch and you don't think you ever have to. I have to review.
Neil and Buzz, the President of the United States is in his office now and would like to say a few words to you. Over.
Because American people don't want to change, and about a deficit of trillions of dollars, most people's eyes glass over. They can't relate to that. Mistresses, we all perk up.
What about you personally? Let me ask you, be very specific here. What are your feelings on the U.S. electoral system? What do you think of the way it works and functions?
Well, I hope to overthrow the American government and replace it with a freely elected democracy.
Yeah.
I think that'd be best.
Just a pipe dream, I imagine, though, Bill.
Excuse me?
You have been excused.
Inlet, so all those particles are sucked against the filter, and then sometime during the week you can come by with a vacuum cleaner and you can clean all those things up.
Children of the night, everything gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. God's gonna bring us through this night. Children of the light, everything gonna be alright. God's gonna bring us through this night. Children of the day, these clouds gonna roll away. Gonna be one long, unclouded day. Children of the light, God's gonna bring us through this night. Yes, God's gonna bring us through this night. Everything gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Children of grace out there.